did you do?
Hey, don't judge me. That happened many years ago, and I think I learned my lesson. Take it for a spin.
Meep, meep.
Oh, you guys are gonna love this horn. Let me make sure the lights work. That's how you do it, bro. That's how you get the ladies.
Just kidding, I just
Get out of my way.
Do you wish further information on Silicon Valley?
Hell no, I want to know who you are and how you're listening in.
There's no reason for increased volume. I am scanning your interrogatives quite satisfactorily. I am the voice of Night Industry 2000's microprocessor, KITT for easy reference, a KIT if you prefer.
No, I don't prefer, and what's more, I don't intend to drive around in a car that talks back to me, so either Devin pulls your plug, or you get yourself another driver.
I am not qualified to overrule your wishes.
Well, that's real good to hear, Kit. Because I don't want to hear another peep out of you until I can get a call off the Devons, so clam up. I'm going to listen to some good music, and don't offer any suggestions. I'll choose my own.
I don't like robots. They tell me don't panic. They tell me it's fine. I don't like the way it goes $1 feels like 50 cents. I don't like robots. They work it while I sleep. Munching on my data. The generating generation lives in hopes and lives in dreams. I don't trust the headlines. I can even tell what's real. Stop feeding us a script. Keep generating opinions and you lose yourself into the screen. I don't like robots. They work it while I sleep. Munching on my data. The generating generation loses itself into the screen. I don't like. This isn't the future. I don't like robots. I don't like.
Let's talk about electric bikes, since I've had quite an experience with them. You know, I'm a very unique person, I guess. I'm 36 years old. I have never owned a car. Never. Never wanted to. Never planned to. I like life simple. I work close to home. Even if it means making less money, I work closer to home. Because having a vehicle, I'd have no money left to spend. I'd be broke all the time. There's a lot of people out there that probably work out of town from where you live, and you take your vehicle to that job and you're only making an extra couple dollars more than what you would in your own town at a different job closer to home. And you got to think about that money. It's going right back into your vehicle, right back from the gas to the wear and tear on the vehicle to the maintenance to the fluids to something breaks down. That all adds up.
3 hours later.
The brake pads, the tires, the oil changes, and the list just keeps going on and on. The vehicle not working when you want it to. The mess of the car shops ripping you off every time something goes wrong with it. So I guess the question really is, are you just breaking even by driving out of town to your job because you got to put it right back into your vehicle? Well, I guess it depends how far you got to drive and how much money you're making. I know how to drive. I've driven many cars before. I just don't choose to. I work at a grocery store, and people come in, they'll complain about the prices. They'll say, oh, I'll go to Walmart and I'll save $10. I laugh in my head, and in my head I'm saying you're not saving $10. The prices of gas right now, you're not saving any money. You're just driving further and wasting more of your day when you could be spending that time with your family and cooking dinner already. Just buy it and go home. I don't understand people. My girlfriend's a vehicle that she's going to be paying off for the next 5 years. It's newer. We didn't have the money to buy it up front because we're working check by check, so she has to make payments on it. So I help her with that when I can. I don't even drive the car. It's her car. She makes more money than I do at her job, so it's her car. And if we need to go anywhere, we go together on her day off when she's not working. Otherwise, I take my electric bike. It got dark in here all of a sudden. I guess it's a good time to explain what it's like to try to explain to other people why I don't drive.
The crazy shit you see when you're driving across the country.
I don't drive cross country.
But if you did.
But I don't.
Yeah, but just supposing for a second that you did.
You little Dickens, you. I know what your problem is.
What's that?
Y'all think us folks from the country's real funny like, don't you?
Jerry?
Yeah, well, saddle up the mule, Ma. Slide me some grits. I's got to get me some education.
Jerry. No, I'm really very interested. I'm not trying to make fun.
Gotcha.
You are such a bad clown.
Why does this half-blind cat only have one eye? Why is there a couch on my porch and how did it catch on fire? Why haven't you fixed your drone yet to do drone videos? Why are you carrying a taser? Why were you not wearing protective gloves? Why were you not wearing a helmet?
Let me ask you something. How come you asking so many jackassy questions? Look around. Would I be surprised?
I don't want to go on a murder ride.
Yes, you do want to go on
No, I don't.
Hey, how about if we skip the murder ride?
Hey, how about if we go?
Anytime this year, people, tour is about to begin.
Okay, we'll see you inside the murder ride. We'll be back. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you are about to enter a world of darkness. A world where life and death are meaningless and pain is God. Woo! Hey, Billy, let's go. Yeah. We're running. Wait fast, dog. I kept falling. Yeah, I'm gonna have a good time. Yeah.
What? Can a brother not take a break from art list? Come on, man. I know my plane sucks, but just bear with me here. Rule number 1. Don't transfer from the road to the sidewalk at high rates of speed. You idiot. Why'd you do that? I would recommend everybody to buy an air pump and keep it at home, just in case your tires get low. I let my bike set out for like a week. When I went out there, the tires were deflated, you know, because that happens over time, depending on the temperatures outside. And I knew I should have went straight to the gas station and pumped them up, but I didn't. I said, oh, I'll get it later, you know, and the bike's wobbling all over the place. I went to go from the street to the sidewalk, and I was going pretty fast, you know, probably 25, 30. Now, I've done this many, many times before, but this time was different, with the tires not completely pumped up. Right here's where it happened, to be exact. You see this little dip right here in the sidewalk where it goes down a little bit? Looks like there should be like a road going to be built there. Well, I thought that was alright. I've done it many times before, but no. Back tire kicked up, the bike went completely off balance, and I landed straight on the concrete, right on my hands. Yeah, I looked down at my hand, and my heart about jumped out of my chest. It was like almost down to the bone, it looked like. I couldn't tell. The funny thing is, my friend's girlfriend was driving by and saw it happen, and she's like, get in the car, let me give you a ride home. You sure you don't want to ride? I said, no, I'm alright, which is a lie. I got on my bike, I gunned it home. As soon as I got there, I sprayed peroxide on it, and that disinfected it. I should have went to the hospital and got stitches, but like I said, I don't have no Medicaid, I don't want to pay for it. I'm the kind of guy, I hate doctors, I just want to take care of it myself. The next morning I woke up and my hand was swollen like a baseball. It was so big I couldn't move my fingers. So I did is I just kept sanitizing it, wrapping it up, and about a week later the swelling went down and it started looking like this. A lot better. And believe it or not, it actually healed really good. Here's how it looks now. Yeah, over the years it's healed up pretty well. You see that little scar right there in the middle between my knuckles. Looks like there were stitches, but I never did go to the hospital. There was no stitches. I just let it heal on its own. You know, that's a miracle in itself. God is good. This pinky knuckle's been jammed and pushed back. It's not even pointy anymore when I bend it. I don't feel it anymore though. It's healed pretty good as well. On this hand, you know, My pinky on this hand is dislocated at the very end. I can't bend it any further than that. It's all swollen up there at the edge. Yeah. When I try to bend it, that's all the far I can bend it. It's just straight out. Pretty freaky looking. This knuckle on my pinky on this hand is also dislocated and pushed back as well. It's flat. When you have this many broken bones and fingers, the best thing to do is therapy, which is electric guitar. You know, I might suck at electric guitar. I'm still new at it. Lesson 2. Why are you speeding down hills? That's the most stupidest thing you can do at night. It was about 4 years ago. Probably 3 or 4 years ago, working at my old job. And I was actually a functional alcoholic. I would wake up in the morning and I would drink 3 tall boys of that nasty Natty Daddies, the 8%. And that would just get me normal. I'd feel normal to be able to function and go through work. Then when I get to work, I can't drink beer at work, of course, because it's got carbonation in it. You can put it in bottles, but it'll blow up, and if you shake it too much, so you had to buy shots. And eventually, I was buying 99 bananas, 99 banana shots, and I was drinking that all day at work. They were only $1 at the liquor store. And it's not that hard, Just say I'm going to the bathroom real quick, go in the stall and take your shots, go right back to work. Or when you're on break, you can do it anytime you want. And I would just sip them all day at work until it's time to go home. It was usually right around the end of my work shift when things started to kick in. I had a high tolerance, man. It took me a lot to feel something when you're drinking liquor and 8% beer for breakfast in the morning. I was really bad. Horrible bad, man. There was this one night I got off work. And by the time I get off work, it was just becoming nighttime, and my light on my bike doesn't really show that far. I go the same route I normally do. There was a bunch of storms that night. Bunch of storms that happened while I was at work, and I didn't think nothing of it. I thought, hey, I'm just going to take my normal route and go straight home. I'm going to gun it. I gunned it down the sidewalk of this main street that I normally do on my way home. But because of the storms, there was a tree knocked over. I was going down this hill about 35 miles an hour, maybe 40. By the time I seen the tree, I could not stop in time. I knew I was not going to stop. I hit both brakes front and back. I skidded, but I still hit that tree. I flew off the bike. I went from the sidewalk and landed into the middle of the street on a busy street. I was at the very top of this hill right here, at the very, very top, and you get a nice speed going down here, like shoo. I was flying, man, flying down this hill on the sidewalk, passing traffic. Right here's where the tree was down. Right here. And it was at nighttime. I couldn't stop in time, and by the time I saw it, couldn't stop, hit that tree, and landed right here in the street. I went over that grass and landed into the street. I was flying like Superman. I was pretty high in the air, man. When I was in midair, I put my hands out in front of me, and I was able to hit my hands on the concrete before I slapped my head on there, so I didn't get a concussion. If there would have been a car next to me when I wrecked like that, they could have ran me over, and I would not have had time to react, and they would not have had time to put the brakes on at all. So this is something I thank God for every day that I'm still alive. I stood right back up. I checked my bike. My bike was still working. It still worked fine. So I gunned it all the way home because I was bleeding from my forehead all down my arms. I had road rash so bad it was horrible. Now I tried showing a picture of the road rash. YouTube blocked it, so I'm going to show what it allows me to show right now, which is just my fingers. I can't show the road rash down my arms. Yeah, those pictures are pretty gnarly. I can't show those pictures. They're pretty gnarly. Wrap myself up, and from there on, every time I leave at night, I don't go gun it down hills. Oh, we're not done yet. It gets better. All right, man. Lesson 3. I know your dad died, but you gotta pull it together, bro. You can't hit rock bottom. After my dad died, I was on Xanax while drinking this heavy. On these 99 bananas, which is, 100 proof. I remember everything that happened, surprisingly. I do. I remember every detail of it. I got off work, I clocked out, I walked out the building, I got on my electric bike, and I just gunned it. It's at night. The parking lot's not as full as it normally is, but there's still people out there. I just gunned it. I just don't remember why I hit the light pole, And then, I don't know if my brakes didn't work. For some reason I couldn't stop. Or I was so messed up I realized I couldn't stop in time. There's a light pole that has that square around it of concrete. And then the light pole's above that concrete. So I pretty much smacked half my lower body into the concrete and my head into the pole. And I hit so hard that I was in shock. I laid there for a minute. So the first thing I thought of was just sit still, don't move a muscle, just relax for a minute, catch my breath. You don't want to get up right away. If I broke a bone or something, I'll never know. So I just laid there for a minute. Laid there for a while and just kept my body still and hoped that nothing was too bad. Luckily, there's this woman I know who worked in the same building, but from a different department. She said, I seen what happened. Are you okay? Let me call an ambulance. I said, no. Please do not call an ambulance. I have no Medicaid. I have no money. I just want to go home. I just want to take my bike and go home. And I don't want the police here either, because I'm intoxicated and I'm fucked up. And I told her that straight up. I said, man, I'm messed up. And she didn't call the cops. She didn't call an ambulance. She actually helped me up, put me into her car, and put my bike in the back seat, and drove me home. It's hard to find people like that. She's not the only one that's seen me wreck either. I know there's a lot of people out there that seen me wreck. The next morning, my manager calls me. She said, I seen you wreck. The manager's above her seeing the footage of me wrecking the bike out in the parking lot that night. And they knew something was wrong with me. They knew my dad died. They knew I was hitting rock bottom. Yeah, they got cameras all over that parking lot. And she said, if you come into work today, they're probably going to fire you and they might call the police because of what happened. She said, send me an email. Tell them that you quit and just don't show up today. And my last check was direct deposited, so I didn't have to go back into the building ever again. That's a blessing, man. I should have got arrested that night when I hit the pole. I should have went to jail. Being intoxicated on a bike is the same thing as a car. You can injure yourself or other people. I feel like that was one of them nights where God was watching my back. I got lucky. When I got home, my girlfriend's daughter get out of the car, carry me to the house, and get my bike into the house. There was too much going on. I was so banged up and bruised. I could barely breathe. I could barely walk. I felt like my chest was caved in. After about a week, I recovered from it. I just stayed in bed and healed and tried to sober up the best I could. I couldn't just wean off of alcohol because I'd have seizures drinking that heavily every day. So I slowly, over days, cut down my drinking to the point where I could get down to 5% beer. Is a lot better than 99 bananas. And I got down to that point and cut off the Xanax slowly over time. Even slowly cutting off, I felt like I was having seizures. It's a very dangerous thing to do. I would not recommend anybody to cut anything off cold turkey. The bike's been sitting in the shed for a long time, so I've been excited to get it fixed again and back on the road. Well, here it is. The back tire is jammed in after the wreck. I can't get it off. I gotta take it into a shop, and they're gonna have to take it off and replace the inner tube for me. It sucks replacing these tires in the back with electric bikes because they have a wire connected to them. I have no chain, nothing. I do have back brakes, but the front brakes are broke. They don't work. The whole thing got snapped. It's made out of metal and that thing snapped. I hit pretty bad when I wrecked. We're going to see what they can do. I'm going to have to send this into Millersburg and have them repair it there on the spot, because I can do it right now. If I go anywhere else like Ernie is, it'll be like a wait. We're back. It only took them 10 minutes. I was in and out in 10 minutes. They replaced the chain. They also was able to get the tire off for me without breaking the wire connected to it, which runs the motor. And we're back in business. The only problem is he told me there's, I'm running out of time on this thing. He says eventually that back tire is going to come off when I run it too much, and I might have to replace the bike later on. But for right now, just run it. Got a horn. This bike has lights in the front. I'm making sure everything works. Alright. Cool beans. Turn that off. Here's how you power it on. There's low, medium, and high. That's your pedal assist when you're pedaling. It gives you a little boost when you're pedaling. Below is your power button, how full your battery is. When you turn it like this, it's completely electric. No pedal assist, all electric. This is like a hybrid bike. It's a BMX sized bike, but it's got 7 gears. A lot of people, when they see this bike, they think it's a mountain bike. But this thing weighs 50 pounds. It's not light. Right here is where you charge it. You put the little port in there and charge it. It takes about 2 or 3 hours. This bike folds in half. That's the most dangerous part about this bike, is the fact that it folds in half. You got to make sure you latch this up. Let me show the inside. This is where the battery's at. Right there is where the battery is housed. Right there is where you put the key to lock the battery in. Yeah, make sure you latch this puppy up all the way. You don't want this thing splitting in half where you're going down the road. And lock it. There's a very dangerous bikes if you don't follow safety steps. After wrecking it a couple of times, the handlebars came loose, so I had to duct tape them together, because they come down on you while you're riding and you end up hitting your hands on the ground to save your head. Alright, it's the next day. I gotta get to work. I really don't have time to put the brakes on this thing, so we're just gonna take it easy, I guess, and I'll put it on tomorrow. Alright, everything's working good. There's a hell of a wobble. I don't like this wobble, man. I'm afraid to go too fast because the wobble might get worse. I think the rim's either bent or I gotta tighten up some spokes. I'm not sure. Either way, I ain't got time to deal with it now. And try not to wear out my shoes. This is all I got to stop. Oh. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, I'm gonna wear my shoes out today, buddy. Oh, my feet are getting hot. Oh. I'm being as safe as I can. I'm taking the back alleys. I'm not stopping here unless I see any cars. I can't wear out my shoes. Sorry, I have no brakes. Alright, it's the next morning. Let's get these brakes installed, because I am not going to go anywhere without these brakes installed, man. No way. No how. Oh, I hate going against traffic, but I really have no choice. I gotta pull over somewhere. There's a fire truck. Alright, we're gonna cross here at Baylor's Beach Water Park and get on the right side of the road, so I'm actually not gonna get hit by cars, and see what this battery can do. This battery is 7 years old. I mean, man. Oh, jeez. Alright. Well, it's still going up the hill at least. My backpack's not that heavy. Alright. So, besides putting brakes on here, I also tightened all the spokes. The spokes were so loose that it sounded like a pinball machine every time I rode the bike, and it was wobbling. Now it's not wobbling so much, but it's still wobbling. You know, it's still not as bad as what it was, you know. Uh-oh, what's going on up here? Oh, there's that fire truck. Alright, I'm gonna take a detour. I don't don't want to deal with this.
Breathe out. That's all I can do right now. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's all I can do right now. I don't wanna forget the things you've done. Though my mind is spinning night and day, holding on to every word you say. Need you to come and heal my heart. I'm on the edge, but you lifted me up. One breath at a time, you bury my anxious thoughts, and all I know how to do. Breathe in, breathe out. That's all I can do right now. Breathe in, breathe out. That's all I can do right now. Breathe in, breathe out. That's all I can do right now. Air is cold. There's a fire in the distance. Can you take me home? Can you handle my questions? I look to the sky. I see your galaxy across the night. Across the night. You quiet my mind. Feel like I'm spinning.
Right here is where I wrecked my drone. Hit that tree right there, right above me. It was during the heat advisory. Well, I can blame the heat advisory, but still. It hit that tree and came tumbling down on the concrete. It's not concrete anymore though. They put gravel here now.
In space and time. In space and time. I look to the sky. I see your galaxy across the night. Across the night. And it's the sound of
Got the Amish out here waving at me. Hi.
heaven. The air I'm breathing. The only reason to keep believing. And it's the sound of heaven. The air I'm breathing. The only reason to keep believing. Look to the sky. I see a galaxy across the night. Across the night. You quiet my feel like I'm spinning around in space and time. In space and time. I look to the sky.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I've been holding on too tight, fighting shadows in my mind. Every wall I built so high, still it breaks with time. So I lay it down. I'm done fighting. If it falls apart, I will fall apart. Not much strength, but what I feel. In the silence you remain. Through the loss you never change. So I lay it down. I'm done fighting. If it falls apart, I will fall apart. Let it
Well, she just said let it fall, and I gotta take a leak. And all these bumps and long ride, man. Don't judge me, give me a break. So this bike is 6 or 7 years old now. It was about between $700 and $800 when I got it. I don't make much money on my job, so I had to spend my whole entire tax return to buy this thing. And it was worth it. We had some good times and some bad times, let me tell you what. But you gotta be careful with them. The fact that you have all this power at your fingertips at any time you need is... You can still pedal and pedal assist with the battery boosting you, but people get throttle happy and they just go out with it like a dirt bike, and that kind of power can put you in bad situations to where you have no control or you can't brake in time.